Oh, wait. Okay, sweet. I really was hoping Paula would come too because I wanted to talk to her, but let's start. Well, Andrea, let's start with you because I know it's still hard. You're still struggling, right?
You know what I'm struggling with, I think the most. I'm obviously not just dropping pounds left and right by any means, but I am struggling with now the fact that I'm trying really hard to not make my life all about food. It seriously is like not so much in the morning, but in the afternoon, it's like when I want to go somewhere, I'm like, am I going somewhere to get some food or am I going to get some, like, am I going to the grocery store? What do I need? Whatever. And it's like, I'm like, ah, and so today I like went out and like made purchases that didn't have anything to do with food, like consciously, because I'm just, not that every day has to be buying something, but if I'm not working, like I didn't work today, so it was hard. But so I just am thinking about food, and I even made cookies this morning, not for me. And then Iris comes with my favorite cookies today, and I wasn't really irritated. It's just like there's just like I don't know. I don't want to. I want to just not care.
Right.
I'm not like I'm really not going to cheat. I just don't feel like I want to, but it's just I think if I was dropping the pounds, I wouldn't be tripping out that much maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm in this weird spot. And then it's like this between like 2 and 5:30 or 6 maybe. There's this bracket of time where I just want to cram food in my face. And it's like my downtime. I'm home. I'm chilling out. I'm done doing any kind of chores around the house. I'm just hanging around. And I think I have to change that up because all I want to do is like I had to move the pistachios way out of here. I mean, I haven't touched them for almost a week now. I had one today and it was delicious, and I was like, "Whoa, I got to put those way away because they're delicious." So I'm still trying to make this sunflower seed bag last. I'm just a snacker. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of Wild Fit also is trying to help you
I don't. Yeah, to not
find
be a
new,
snacker.
well, yeah, and to help find new, um,
Things. That's right.
yeah, new, I don't know why my mind just went break,
I
habits.
know what you're saying.
You know,
Right.
where you don't always go back to the same thing. You start finding new interests and new habits, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
everything isn't always based around food.
Right.
It's and you're just and also new recipes and stuff. You know, before it was easy to just go buy something quick or easy or already prepared that you can just heat up or and we're learning. I know you already did do that quite a bit, but
Yeah.
getting way deeper into it, and it is hard. And right now, also, yes, it is. It does seem like you're looking for food all the time because you are looking for new food that you're some new food that
Right, right. It's
you're
like,
not
what can
used
I eat?
to.
And I'm like, but I don't really need to eat right now. So
Right.
why is this on the brain? It's like this, what can I eat thing? And it's like, I'm trying to shake that. And
Well,
it's not like I don't know. It's
you're also going through a hard time right now. You still are in like the early stages of ketosis, and it's frustrating. And I have to admit that I'm going through the same thing. And I was telling Andy, that um, I think I found some hidden little sugars in tea or little things that I've had or maybe, processed that could be holding me off the stress too, which I've been really trying to work on. But right now we are in deep spring. It's not going to be as hard later. So it is frustrating right now and hard.
right.
And I agree with you also if you were getting these huge results. But that's why we really need to focus on the non-scale results right now and know that it is coming. It really is coming. And we have to keep digging deeper and finding what is holding us back. Something is somehow holding us back because this is not normal for And, you know, I truly feel like I think I found what was holding me back. So
Okay.
I
Andrea, that afternoon time when you're coming home and you're wanting to munch, do you think that's related to smoking? Is that like, I don't know how
Yeah,
much.
that was my like done with the day, having some beer and cigarettes or whatever. Or on days that I wouldn't do that, I'd just like relax and watch TV and have some snacks.
Yeah.
well,
You know
another
what I mean? So that's a period of time. Also, I want to tell you this. I'm getting tired at that time of day too. So when I get tired, I not thinking straight and I want to just shove shit in my mouth.
right.
So what I ended up doing is I'm eating things that I'm allowed to eat, like really good things, but I'm eating more helpings than I should be. Like I had 3 bowls of soup, not 1 bowl of soup, 3 bowls of soup.
But that's okay. It is okay. I mean,
Do you
it's
know what I mean?
veggie
So it's
soup,
like,
right? But
and I ate
Andy,
half of the meatloaf, not just a slice. I ate
yeah,
half of it. That's 3 slices. You know, it's because, and I've
But
always
if
been
the,
like that. If I made a pot of chili, I'd have 3 bowls of chili, and then I'd be like, "Oh God, I can't walk." You know, it's like, it's weird.
but if the
So
recipes and the food is complying with what we're doing, then I don't think it matters if you have 3 pieces or 3 slices because it's not so much based on calories and servings. It's
exactly.
filling you
It
up with
doesn't
the
matter. I
good
mean,
stuff.
when you're looking at the nuts and the avocado and stuff, when you're looking at the carbs, but if you're eating protein and
and
green
vegetables.
veggie soup, it's fine if you have 4 bowls of it. It's fine if you have 6 bowls
Well,
of
that's
that.
what I feel, but yeah.
But Andy is absolutely right. The quitting smoking thing is huge. So not only are you having to change your habits on that, you're having to change your habits on the drinking and change your habits on some foods. You already had a pretty healthy
Yeah.
diet,
The
but you're
beer is really no
super
big deal.
strict.
Like if I could chill out and have a cigarette at like 3 in the afternoon, one, it would probably kill all that stuff because I'm like winding down. I
Right.
get a little grady, irritated. Brian's like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, "I'm just bitchy. I'm just irritated right now, and I don't feel like having anything." And you know, I'm just
Right. But you're
and
convincing yourself that one will fix it, but one will lead to another and it'll lead to another. And
not
it'll
necessarily. Not actually. No, if I was
no.
drinking with it, I'd have like 10 cigarettes. But
Yeah.
if I could actually have, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But it would kill. It would kill this wanting to munch craving. It would knock it
Well,
right
I
out of the
want
park.
you to also know a huge part of it, and I really want you to watch that facts for this week because
Yeah.
Eric does dig deeper into it. But know that right now, with you not fully switching into ketosis, your body is struggling right now. It doesn't have any sugars right now. It's going for any reserves it can find in the body. Your body does not want to go to its reserves. Like it wants you to feed it sugar and it's still fighting it. And you
It
having all
seems
of
like
these
it.
symptoms,
It's crazy.
you right now, it's funny. I've been craving like candy. I don't know why, but I've been
Me
craving.
too. Me too.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh,
You guys,
It's like Andy B. I'm wondering if you, since you switched off, yes, you've shown. I mean, I don't know if you've truly switched off. You've seen huge releases, but was that prior to you turning off, or to the losing weight, the losing pounds? Because you said you've lost so many inches, and was that since you stopped losing pounds?
no. This has been during the whole process. It's been the
Yeah.
pounds and the inches the whole time. So
Well, I was just wondering if that cinnamon cardamom tea was holding Andrea back, and if, I mean, some people are super sensitive, and Paula was on. She did lose the 14 pounds, and she lost all those inches, and she turned off, and now she's frustrated because since the 28th, she hasn't turned back on. Or I don't know that she hasn't turned back on. She hasn't lost the pounds, but she could still be burning fat. I don't know how much exercise she's doing.
I found I was like I said I gained 2 pounds. I'm sorry, Andrea. I don't mean to take over your little.
you're fine. It's just
Okay.
that
We're trying to
I
figure
think we're
this out.
good.
We're trying to
Yeah,
figure this
no,
out together.
I'm
so
okay.
we can all
I'm good.
Okay, so I because I gained 2 pounds. It's all of a sudden just random. I gained 2 pounds, and I've been doing the keto strips every day to make sure I'm staying in ketosis, and I am. And so I gained those 2 pounds, and I was like, what the heck? So I looked up ketosis, gaining weight, or something like that. And there's like all this like blah 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 stuff.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff. What?
Yeah. So there was this one. It was like some like, forum or comment thread, and I wish I had copied it. It was somebody who put out kind of like a little thing that showed like 5 pounds a week that you lose in ketosis, and it was like the first week was -4, -1, so it's like -4 pounds of water, -1 pound of fat, and then it was 4 and 1 for like a couple weeks. Then it switched to like 3 and 2, and then it switched to like 0. Like it was just weird the way he stuffed it out, and I thought it was really interesting because I'm sure in the beginning it is a lot of water weight before we switch into true fat burning.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, maybe that's part of my shift right now, where I've lost so much water weight and a lot of bloat. And now maybe now I'm digging in deeper into something else, and it might be a little less each time because now I'm maybe working more on the fat than just the water. So now maybe I'm doing the deeper stuff. But
I remember when I went through the first time, I hit a plateau also, and then it's came back on again, and I lost a bunch of weight again afterwards. But so that very well could be.
And I just wonder also, Andrea, if every afternoon you're getting kind of antsy and kind of frowsily in your head because you're looking for something, if that is putting your body into whatever kind of stress. And I don't know, because I don't know all the
maybe,
but
and
I can imagine.
That's why we decided to put our scales away. We both agreed we're putting our scales away until Monday. We're not looking at our scales. We're just going to.
The scale, and I only look at mine at the very first thing in the morning. And so, that's okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. So, I don't know. I've been getting, like 2 days ago, I thought I was having the keto flu again. I was trashed all day long. I didn't understand what was wrong. And I was pruning a grapevine, and remember, Mel, I was telling you, I don't know what was going on there. And I went to bed at 5:30, Andy, and I didn't get up until 7 a.m. next morning.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I was like, whoa. And so I've been having these little, like brackets of time where I'm really tired. Like I'm really done with the day. Like before this meeting, I was like, Brian's like, what's the matter? I go, I just want to have the meeting and then I want to go to bed.
And see, that's why I'm so surprised you haven't switched, because that is totally a sign. And I'm feeling the same way. I'm just exhausted lately. I'm waiting for that energy. I need that energy. But
I know. I got stuff I want to do.
When you start really getting those gnarly cravings, like those are some of the signs. When you start getting super exhausted, your body is trying to just fight and not use the reserves, and it's just doing everything it can, and it just has nothing left.
It's funny. I was in.
Tired.
Where was I? I was in some store. It was like a standard, but I went to Walmart because I was going to buy a blender and I couldn't afford to get it anywhere else. So I'm like, I'm going to Walmart. But their candy section at the checkout is ridiculous. I was just standing there. I didn't want anything, but I was just checking it out just to see if I would want something, if I could have it, like which thing I would actually pick. And then I thought of taking a picture just to put it on our Facebook because it was
all the colors.
Yeah, and there's just like the millions of gums, and I mean, I know that, but it's just I'm really paying attention to stuff like that. So I think I want these things, but I'm not. I really don't want them. I stuck my face in the snickerdoodle bowl and took 2 hugantuous, but I could really smell like the cream of tartar, I think is what's in there. Yeah. And it's like and I think I like the texture of a snickerdoodle most, with that little hint of cinnamon. Is really why I can eat like 10 of them in a row, because of the way the way the texture is. I don't know. I'm weird like that with texture.
That's why you used to. I'm curious to see when you try, if you ever try.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it, like it comes in waves. Like I do feel really like I want to, like I was like, oh my God, it would be so nice to have make some homemade banana bread. It's all rainy, but I want to put it in the toaster and put butter on it. But then I'm like, but do I? You know, it's weird.
And you'll find as time goes on and you're living wild fit, you'll find really great, yummy recipes that you can replace. Somebody just posted a chocolate cake made out of, well, they used honey instead of sugar, and they used avocado and
I'll be great just to have a banana with peanut butter on it. Actually,
yeah, it was beautiful. I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Can I just have a freaking banana over here?
So until like the rest of your life, you never get to have a treat again. You absolutely can. This is a small part of it.
No,
but
I know. But so yes, I've had sugar cravings. I've had cravings, and they kind of piss me off a little bit. It's weird. I'm like irritated when I have them. I'm all, Arr. So I'm feeling like what you're saying. Maybe this is my body's fighting this or something.
It truly is, and you just have to keep the faith and keep plugging through. And I know it's so hard, and I mean, right now, if you're not switch, I know how hard it is. It's like I've got 3 weeks left. You know, what's the use? You know, but you need to really focus on the non-scale victories. Really pay attention, because it's hard to notice how your body's changing every day when you're in it every day. But little tiny things, like even just that it was a little easier to button your pants today, or you notice they're not super tight when they come out of the dryer, or I mean, Andrew,
or that you've given up smoking. You don't smoke anymore.
Yeah, you're not smoking.
It's crazy.
Have you tried to quit smoking before?
Oh yeah.
And
I've quit smoking. I've quit smoking a shitload of times.
Have you gained weight when you quit smoking before?
I don't recall. The last time I quit smoking, I went through the Weight Watchers program. So I quit everything. So I lost weight and quit smoking, but I only quit for 60 days.
Okay.
And so that was the longest. Well, actually, when I became pregnant with my first child, I quit for 8 years.
Okay.
But I have quit. But yes, I gained weight then when I was getting pregnant. But I don't think I quit long enough, Andy, for after I was, done nursing and having big kids. I don't think I quit longer than 60 days, I think.
Right.
And so I was, like I said, I was on an actual weight loss program. So, yeah.
See, when those 2 days, that day when I gained the 2 pounds, and then I was like, well, I'm going to measure myself. All I kept thinking, I even told my husband and my son this, during this program, I've never cheated once. So the minute we gave up coffee, I've never had coffee since then. The minute we gave up dairy, I haven't had dairy since then. The minute we gave up honeys and sugars, haven't had it since then. Haven't had alcohol since then. Like every single one of these things, whereas before it would have been like, oh, I'll have one and get back on the train. And, I'll have another one and I'll switch right back on. Not a single item that we have given up have I tried. Not once. And I don't think anyone in our group is. And I think that's something that's huge, because I think a lot of us
I had a quarter cup of coffee 2 times. And it was half calf.
There you go. Like out of all the horrible things that you.
But that's it. That's all I've had. I haven't had any sugar, any alcohol, nothing. Not even a puff of cigarette. I haven't had a nicotine gum or a nicotine T-shirt or anything.
That right there, I think, is huge. It's so huge. And
I didn't even cheat with a piece of fruit. I didn't even do that.
Exactly. We haven't
the
had
coffee.
fruit.
It was just, I was tired. I had to go to work. It was freezing out. And they're making the coffee, and I have to work outside, and I was all, you know how it is, Mel. I'm like, I just wanted to sip.
Exactly, and then you kind of.
But I didn't put half and half in it or anything. It was kind of.
And look at that. That's your big cheat. That's your huge cheat.
Yeah, and I put a teaspoon of coconut oil in it. That was my cream. I thought this is probably okay, like in some situations.
You cheated. So cheated was half a cup of coffee, not, a bowl of snickerdoodles. So
tools that you learned, and even though you still have these little pulls and these cravings, and I'm having them, and you're going to have
Right.
them again in your life many times, you can talk yourself through them, and these are the tools that we're learning.
Right.
That, sometimes you might give in, but you probably aren't going to gorge and go overboard and be mindless,
Right.
like you might have.
And if you do, we're paying for it because we're going to be like, whoa.
Yeah, and you'll
you know?
notice the feeling that your body's giving you. You'll notice
Mhm.
how these foods are affecting you. And slowly, as you start introducing them back into, you'll notice a lot more. Like if you try to have a piece of bread or you try to have some dairy or something, the symptoms will be so much more noticeable, and
Right.
it'll get even deeper in your head. Do I really want to abuse myself with this? Is it worth, having
Right.
that cookie or whatever? And sometimes it might be worth it, but sometimes it won't.
Because sometimes you like to party and you got to have a cookie.
Exactly. And that's okay. But at least
yeah.
you learned how to do it mindfully and not mindlessly.
Right.
But as far as the release goes and getting into deep ketosis, just keep having faith and keep staying with it. Like that's the biggest thing, is just really not getting down about it and not getting frustrated and getting pissed about it. Because if you keep going,
so I'm not having too many vegetable carbs, maybe?
I'm sorry?
Am I having too many vegetable carbs, maybe? Because I'll eat a whole bowl of like veggies,
No, if you're feeling like you need it and you're hungry, I don't know. There's at no point that you need to take out green veggies. You could eat them 24/7. Like
as long as it's not squash and those root vegetables, then you're
right.
And just be super careful. Like you're not eating banana peppers, are you? Or if you're eating like jalapenos that are pickled, or I know you know what you shouldn't be eating, but the fennel, that could be.
Yeah, I took the fennel out. It was just a fleeting moment where I bought some fennel and thought I was going to get all groovy with it, and it wasn't even that big of a deal.
It could be the cardamom is sweet enough to.
Well, I got to tell you, Andy, when I get to the bottom of my glass of cardamom cinnamon, it's like a treat at the bottom. It tastes like sweet.
Yes.
And I'm like, maybe this is dangerous.
That very well could be it.
But I don't have it all the time, but that could knock it out, right?
It absolutely could. And when you might be getting close, and then you have that little teeny bit and your body's ready to switch.
That's terrible.
And it will knock you out for a day or two. It's not like it just knocks you out and then you go right back on it. It's like a day or two or three.
Right.
Then you stop.
Well, I'm having it right now. I'm not going to drink anymore, damn it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm cussing. I just
didn't.
I've been thinking about it because he said anything that tastes sweet. And I'm like, wait, we're allowed to have cinnamon. Cinnamon doesn't have any sugar in it. So what's the deal? Does your body register?
For cinnamon's okay, and Eric has even said cinnamon is okay, and it's totally fine.
So the cardamom might be sweetening the cinnamon or something?
That's what I'm thinking, is the cardamom might be sweet, because I know also fennel is very sweet, and I was doing salad dressing with that, and I'm taking that out as well because it does have that sweet taste. It almost. A lot of teas also have the licorice root in it, which I'm wondering if Paula is getting a tea or something that's
right.
That stopped her, because you can be in spring and the tiniest little thing can switch you back off. So and then you just have to be diligent.
And we were also thinking that maybe her vitamins might have something in the and I took 4 ibuprofens the other day when I wasn't feeling that way. My back was killing me, and I've been not wanting to take them because they're Advils or whatever, and they're coated and they kind of taste sweet.
Right.
So I thought, if that's gonna make me have to wait 3 more days or something.
Well, I know that Corey and I both gave up coconut milk because to us,
Yeah,
coconut milk to me was like it was like buttercream frosting sweet. Like it was
I know.
so dang
It is very sweet. But ironically, last time I was able to keep doing it. Some people
But
can still do it.
it says 0 sugars and 0 carbs on the can.
Yeah.
So
right,
that's
but
what.
I know that my taste buds have changed because before I could not taste any sweetness in coconut milk. To me, it was like, what's the big deal about coconut milk? And then I tried it and I was like, holy shnikes, that's wow.
Isn't
So
that
I think for
funny?
each person, each person it's going to change and be different as to what their body adjusts to.
What about our toothpaste?
That is true. That's what I put in Paula's thing also. Your toothpaste could make a difference, especially if you're thinking you're swallowing a little bit.
Yeah.
And I actually just bought stuff that I want to try making my own toothpaste because
that's so funny because not like last week sometime I was even looking it up and it's like coconut oil, baking soda, and like essential oil.
Yeah, like tea tree oil and mint oil or whatever. Tea tree oil is disinfectant, but
and coconut oil is good for your gums and all that stuff, I think.
It really is. And toothpaste is pretty nasty. I mean, really, anything you put on your skin, anything you put in your hair, anything you put in your mouth, it's all going into your body. Mm-hmm. You're soaking it in. So
right.
It absolutely is making a difference. How else are you doing, Andrea, besides
that's fine. I just
your energy is a little low. Yeah, you're just
it's pretty good. I mean, I've been going to the I went to Pilates yesterday. I think that and yesterday was pretty good actually. And so during this weird funky time that I haven't, Brian and I went and we took the dogs out by the Willow Slough and went on a walk there just to break up and not be sitting. And it's weird because once I'm out of the house and I'm doing something, I'm not hungry. Totally fine. It's the house that brings it all in.
It's years of habit. It's just a really long habit that you had.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I going to have? And I'm like, you still go to the fridge and open it. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm not even what am I doing? There's nothing in here. I know what I can have. There's like 3 things. Celery. Yeah. Oh God, I'm almost going to hate celery pretty soon.
I know.
I swear. And I don't even, celery hasn't been that good this season.
I agree. It's
very dry and like thin and dry.
Yeah.
So
it
tastes good. I cook with it. I put it in my Alka-Geyser. And I have to tell you, before it's just one more minute, Andy, I'm probably gonna have an Alka-Geyser for the rest of my life, I think. Like I feel like that's my vitamins. Like what am I gonna do if I don't have that?
It's like your veggie hack. You can get all your veggies in a thing.
Right, and you're done. And it's a very good thing. And I've got it dialed so it's not even a big deal. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially now that I'm not juicing. I'm just putting the water in. So I haven't juiced for 3 days. I haven't been eating an extra avocado, just whatever's in my. So I don't know.
It's been easier. Has it been easier then to make?
Yeah. I just pour water and I'm out of here. It's like duh. And my new blender makes my 2 days worth plus a 16-ounce that I get to give to Brian.
Wonderful.
Oh, perfect.
I know, and it's all in one fell swoop. I just pour them in, whoop, and I'm out.
So another thing I wanted to say, Andrea, about really quick, nuts, like pecans, or some nuts when you eat them taste sweet. Also, if it tastes sweet to your taste, then take them out right now.
Right. I'm not eating anything except for sunflower seeds. It's just sunflower seeds are doing my little. It's just like when I'm watching TV.
I mean, and you get extra fats. You can eat like a little handful of raw almonds or something too. That's not it's super addictive, salty, yummy pistachios.
Right. I put my pistachios away. Those are dangerous.
They are. They are a treat for sure.
Excuse me. Do you crochet or knit or do crossword puzzles or anything?
I do crossword puzzles. Yes, but I'm not crossword. I do jigsaw puzzles.
I was gonna
I
say
was
you like those puzzles too. Remember at the
Yeah,
hospital?
I like jigsaw puzzles.
I was
Um,
thinking that might be something when you're in that downtime, get out a crossword puzzle book or jigsaw puzzles. Even lately, I've been thinking of, there's been times when I've been sitting at home because I've been trying to like de-stress and not do two jobs at once. And so I'm like, okay, I need to give myself true downtime. And I don't want to just like veg out in front of the TV. And then sometimes I get bored reading a book and I'm like, oh, I need to start. I used to love doing jigsaw puzzles. I'm like, I need to get some puzzles or something where I can just kind of sit. You have to kind of completely zone out. There's nothing else you can really, you can have TV in the background, but you really are kind of focusing on something else. So maybe that would,
Yeah,
maybe we also
it's going to be a change for me because I have been a single mom and for a long time, and I always just even with when the kid's dad was around or whatever, I'm like running the household. I have always have so many things to do. So when I sit down and do something like that or read a book, I feel like pulled, like I'm not supposed to be doing this. I have things to do. I can't be just doing this, right? So it's still, even I'm 53 years old and I still have that. It's been so long. I finally just read a novel like last month. I was like, I read a novel. Look at me. Like
So
no one told I would, you know what I mean? So I need to do that.
You're making these huge positive changes in your life. You're learning new habits, new positive habits, and it's great. It's wonderful. So, and the other cool thing is that it's spring right now. So vitamin D also has been known to slow people down.
Well, it's pouring here. Yeah, and it'll be pouring tomorrow too.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
vitamin D sometimes can slow people down too. Lack of vitamin D, ironically, is that weird?
I have no problem. I'm in the sun. I'm out there.
Exactly. So I didn't have a concern with you, and Paula seems to be getting outside a lot too.
Yeah, good.
Everything, but spring just makes you feel good. Also, and the days are longer. Yeah. It's easier to get outside. You're not cooped up, and then so the summer just keep honing in and keep making new. You know, now you're an empty nester, and just keep making new.
Who's an empty nester?
Well, you are kind of soon.
Well, I don't have an empty nest. I just got a bunch of big birds hanging around. They're all here. They don't rely on me for anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But I still like to make sure like the house smells good with something cooking and like a fire, and I'm in the, I still do that crap. It makes me feel good to do that because it's the mommy thing I do. Exactly. My kids are all they should be already doing that for somebody else by now, but.
Right, but now you're learning to do it for Andrea and not always for everybody else. So that's what's important.
Today I went out and bought a new sarong so that I can de-string me. Yeah, I haven't had a new one for a long time.
You're not used to it. These are kind of new things for you, so good for you. And keep it up. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay, Andrea. Okay, Andy, how are you doing?
I'm good. I mean, like we've already been talking about, just really not focusing on the scales much because I'm the same way as Andrea is. Every morning, get up straight thing in the morning, pee, strip off all my clothes, exhale, and get on the scale.
Yeah.
And, every little ounce I can get off, not even socks. And so yeah, I got to break that habit because that's just been a habit.
And every time you pee on your keto stick, right?
Every morning do. Every morning I do. And then every night I do because I'm not sure if they said something about in the mornings, if, urine's been sitting there for so long or whatever. So now I've switched to now I'm going to do it every night. But then I kind of know I eat almost the same thing every single day. So it's really, I don't think I would go out of ketosis unless I ate something wonky. And so then that's when I'll probably go back and check it. But, so yeah, I mean, I'm focusing, I really am focusing more on the fact that I have a shit ton of Easter candy in my house, so much Easter candy in my house. And I'm just it's just really kind of off my radar. Although I sit there and I'm like, wonder what a Kit Kat would taste like. I wonder what a Reese's would taste like. Yeah. And then I'm like, I could just have one. Who cares if I go out of ketosis for a few days? So there have been a few conversations like that. And then truly, whereas for days I would obsess about it until I finally broke down, it just goes and I'm off to the next thing. And that's, I think, one of the hugest things for me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I was always so food obsessed. And I know, Andrea, you're talking about it before. And I'm not as much food obsessed now because I know wherever I go to eat, I can find something. even if it's the plainest, whatever salad with a slice of lemon and a thing of olive oil on the side, I know that if we go somewhere to eat, I can at least eat something. Might not be my first choice. Might have to supplement with an Alka-Geyser or protein when I get home. But I know that I can go anywhere and I can eat. And I think because of my surgery, I do not eat a lot. And I think that might end up being one of my problems, is because what I'm finding now, I'm really not hungry, and I haven't been hungry for a couple weeks, is that I have my Alka-Geyser, and it's only still about 12 to 14 ounces. And it kind of gets me through. Sometimes it takes all day to finish it because sometimes I'm just really, really not hungry. And then I usually have some, like a leftover from the night before for lunch. And if I eat it I have a hard-boiled egg for breakfast. Then if I eat my lunch too late, then I don't eat dinner and I just finish my Alka-Geyser. So I'm kind of in the mode where I'm getting Alka-Geyser, hard-boiled egg, 1 or 2 pieces of homemade jerky, and then like one meal. And my water. And I'm really like, okay, I'm not hungry. I know I should probably be eating more. I sometimes will go get a couple of nuts or a spoonful of almond butter, or like if you have like I have a leftover chicken breast or something just waiting in the fridge, I might go take like a bite of it just because I know I have to have something. But I'm not hungry and I'm not eating much. And so that, I don't know if that would have been the 2-pound difference. I have been either on a period or spotting for the past 2.5 weeks, which is irritating as all heck.
Oh my goodness.
But so those are all the things that I've been going through.
So even though you are reaping these huge benefits already, your body is still, I mean, think of all the years of collecting everything, everything that's in it. So you're still releasing, you're still kind of detoxing. So you're going to have little weird ups and downs, but right now you're in ketosis also. So it's not abnormal for you to not feel hungry. Right. You want to make sure that you definitely don't want to send your body the signal that winter's coming. So hold on to it. So make sure don't let yourself get to the point of getting hungry. Right. Even if you have to force yourself sometimes, or if you make sure that you are eating plenty of proteins and your Alka-Geyser, of course, but it's kind of normal for you not to feel hungry during this. Have you been exercising more?
I have not at all. On the days on Monday and Tuesday when I'm really busy at work, just at work, I walk about 6,000 or 7,000 steps, which is about 4 miles or so.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, and so I haven't at all, and
that's fine.
Yeah, and I've been meaning to, because I've been like on the days that I don't work or that I'm not there, I'm like, just go for a walk around the neighborhood, just anything. But my weight was still so steady that I was like, we'll see. But I know eventually I need to like bump it up, and it is. It's lighter out later and everything like that. So, and that was one thing I was going to mention is I do want to start doing the intentional exercise. I have like an online yoga thing that I signed up for that I need to get back into doing. And there's also, I think, a yoga class at our neighborhood, our library that's like free of charge, basic yoga that I can go to. So I might do that. That's like on Saturdays. And so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's not necessary at all. As people start to get into ketosis and they have more energy and they start feeling better, sometimes they automatically just want to go start walking or being more active or going to the park with their kids more, or, that might help also it sounds like you're still fat burning though, but it might help the losing the pounds too, is if you start moving a little bit more. It doesn't have to be a lot, but even just stretching in the morning when you wake up, or going for a little walk around the block, or parking your car at the very back of the grocery store or something like that.
I have been doing that. I have
Me
been.
too.
Part of it is because I have the new car, but also I was like, you might as well. Like, you need to walk more. Just walk more. Just go. Park it back there. Who cares? Less people around and less BS with getting your cart and blah, blah, blah. So, like, I went to Costco the other day, and I parked in the far corner, and I'm like, who cares? I'm not fighting for a spot up here with all the crazy.
And no one's going to open their car onto your car.
Exactly.
I'm so afraid of that because I don't have any dents in my car yet. I'm like, ugh.
And it feels good. I mean, it's like it's not that much further, but it's a little bit more exercise. It just feels good. And as you go into, getting more energy, it just, you almost want to do more exercise. It's absolutely not necessary, Andy, so don't feel like you have to force yourself to go do it if you're not wanting to. It's fine. If you don't want to right now, in deep spring, you don't have to.
I want to say during the last week to 10 days, my energy has dipped. I'm not napping every day like I used to. Today I did nap. So my energy kind of just goes in waves, and that's where I'm concerned about not eating enough and my protein levels not being high enough. So I just keep trying to adjust it, but I don't like, I am not hungry, so I don't focus on the food. Once again, that's huge for me because I was just so out of control with it. So I see it as a plus, but then I feel like it's the pendulum swinging was one way and now it's swinging the other. So eventually I'll get into where it needs to be, as far as being obsessed with food to not eating or thinking about food. But I do kind of like this because if I meal prep, then I eat my meals when I'm supposed to versus, eating breakfast and thinking what I'm having for my snack, and then eating my snack and what am I going to have for lunch. I'm like, just constantly, what's next? Where can I go get more food? And now I'm kind of the other way. So,
yeah.
But I want you to also be careful not to get too comfortable in your normal, in the same day-to-day thing. Because also remember, part of Wild Fit is prepping you for the rest of your life. So you're going, I want you to get used to preparing different foods. I don't want you to have to fall back on not having the variety. And as soon as you start eating sugar again, that sugar monster is going to start pulling, and you need to start working on all of these tools that you've learned. So I just want to make sure that when you're right now, when you're going through this, remember all the cool recipes that you can make and all the cool things. And remember that it wasn't so bad. It wasn't just boring. When you get out of ketosis, it's not going to be like it was before. You're not going to have all of these cravings, but you probably will be hungrier than you are. It's not going to be, you almost go into this, I don't know, like mind shift or something where you aren't hungry and it's kind of weird. Right, Andy? Don't you feel like it's just, even though you're not eating a lot, you don't feel hungry because your body's not burning the sugar. It doesn't need that. It's burning the fat.
Right. It's like a limbo stage. It's this really weird stage. And so then it's hard to food plan because I'm like, I'm not that hungry. So I'm okay with I make, grilled chicken for them and I just put salt and pepper on a chicken breast and I just eat it because I'm supposed to eat something right now. And so not that I'm not excited about food, but I really am at that stage where I'm just I'm eating to fuel my body. I truly am eating to keep my body going.
Right.
And I almost to where I really don't care what it tastes like. I'll put some cumin on something or, extra cracked pepper or get a little spice or something. But I'm definitely not, oh my gosh, can I make this casserole tonight? Or, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I eat my, tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich. It truly is oh, I should cook for them. Okay, well then, I'll make myself some scrambled eggs, or it just is.
You're eating for fuel,
right?
Yeah, I really am eating.
When you go through those little times, though, when you are checking out the all the Easter candy or whatever, because I did it too. I was just smelling it, and I didn't really want it. I was just curious, or just smelling it, I don't know. Or even other food, if we go out and my family's eating something, I just want to smell it, like that cheese sauce or something. I don't know if I want it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It is hard to get it's hard. I just want to make sure you don't get in a rut where you where those little cravings, or if you do keep eating the same thing, if it's easier and that's working for you, just notice all the little conversations you have when it's awesome that you checked out all the candy and you were okay with it. You're like, whatever. I'm okay.
No, I never even looked at it. It's me sitting on the couch going, oh, there's a bunch of this stuff over there. Like, I don't even go over to where it's at because I'm not even that drawn to it. It's just, I'll sit here on the couch and be like, oh, there's all that candy there. Next thought. You know what I mean? So
That's amazing. That's huge. So perfect. That's where we want you to be at.
Yeah.
So wonderful. Good for you.
Yeah. So it's just, I think that there's, and Eric has said everybody is different on this, and everybody has to like figure out their own thing. And I do try to, everybody's going to be different, and everybody's body is going to respond differently. And so I'm not trying to be like the bestest, wild, fittest person out there who lost all these pounds and all these inches and poster child for Wild Fit, because I know that everybody's going to have their own story. And so it ends up being my personal best, which is where I focus on all the other things that I've not cheated once, that I've not, gone crazy, that I can resist so much, which is crazy to me. Because like I said, it's not willpower anymore. It's just, you just don't want it. And even I'm thinking, okay, when we get out of deep spring, what am I going to want? Like right now, I just, like Andrew said, banana and peanut butter, for Christ's sake, get me one. Or a mango, like give me a damn mango. I want mango salsa again, just things like that. But even now, even like feeling like the way I am now, I'm kind of like, or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, but and it's that monotony of the savory food is what I think I said last time, is just everything is savory. And I just want that one pinch of sometimes I get acidic flavors, but truly just like I want that sweetness in the back of my mouth and just that juiciness. And now I feel like I was a caveman waiting for spring to come and those damn berries to show up on the bushes. Like, I feel like come on, Yeah. And so it's just really, really interesting psychologically and, physically and everything.
Totally.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, it's wonderful that you're like already that far right now, that you're, like the first day, there's no way you could have passed that candy in your house. And now it doesn't even.
Nope.
That's pretty amazing.
No, I was the one out there bitching on donuts the first 2 weeks, where it's like, I need a donut. Okay, let's go eat a donut. And let's eat 3. And now I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of candy, and I think there's some Cheetos in the house, and I know there's ice cream, and I'm like, I'll just, if it gets really bad, which I think only once or twice it has, it's like, I'll just go upstairs.
Exactly. That's the thing, is everyone, you're going to come in waves, and all of us, that's what's cool about this. We can all support each other. We're at different stages, but the sugar cravings have been intense for me. Like, I'm not going to quit, but I've like had little discussions in my head, like, would it be so bad to be put back 3 days?
It's just 3 days. It's
exactly all these little conversations in my head, but I'm aware of them and I'm having them, and I didn't fall to it, and good for me for not falling. But sometimes those little cravings get pretty intense. And
I want to mention something. Eric did say, and I've been feeling this way for a while, I'm not really, I don't want to say I'm antisocial, because once I'm actually out and I'm out in the world and I'm going to the store, if I ran into somebody or I talk to everyone when I'm out, and it's sort of happening, but I don't really want to go to any social things. Like, someone goes, hey, want to hang out, or let's go to it. I just don't have any desire to do that. I'm just not in the mood. Really weird. And Eric said that he mentioned something about social things today. It was very brief, and I don't know exactly what it is now, because I can't remember. But I wonder if it's just a weird, because we're in a weird state, kind of. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a really weird state of mind.
Yeah, actually. We're kind of all inside ourselves right now,
right,
and trying to heal ourselves. And I think, I'm not super social either. And I think that's okay right now. And even if you're not.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like that forever. I just feel like that right now, is what I'm saying.
Well, and plus it's kind of scary to put yourself in a situation where other people are doing things that, it's good to still be able to go in social situations and find.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about, like being in people are doing other stuff that you're not doing and whatever.
Right. And finding ways to be comfortable in that and still going to them when you feel like it. But right now you're going through, your body's doing huge things and you're going through psychological stuff and physical stuff. And if you're not feeling social, I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, you're not feeling depressed or anything, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You think you're feeling down about the whole pounds thing or just other?
No, I don't think so. I just think that I think that the lack of energy and I mean, I thought for a minute, like that day that I felt really down, I thought I thought maybe because it was my mom's birthday the next day, and I thought maybe that had something to do with it unconsciously. But then on my mom's birthday, I was totally fine. So I don't know what was going on, because I don't know if I was feeling, I don't know. I guess maybe when the ongoing lack of energy starts to get me down, I think is what happens. It's not any, thing in particular. It's just I'm used to having a lot of energy and getting shit done.
Right. I mean, your body also is expelling more toxins too, because I mean, you quit smoking and all that was in your cells, and maybe that's affecting you some also. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it might be.
I know that it's hard, and I know that it's hard to stay motivated when you're not seeing these results, but we have to remember that not all of the progress is seen on the scale. We really have to pay attention, because our psychological self can definitely affect the process. So we have to be so conscious of not letting it get us down and focus on the positives and what it is, the benefits that it is giving you.
Well, I am a pretty positive person. And the funny thing is, just so you guys know, I know Melanie already knows this, but like I said before, originally, this would have been my after work, chilling out, having a beer time. Like half the time I made dinner and I'm just like hanging out and doing my thing. And, or I'm just, it's my downtime. So to not be doing any of those things, snacking or anything, like I feel a little, when I get in these meetings, I'm not my most awesome self. Like this is like the hardest part of the day for me. And it's not really hard. It's just the hardest part of the day. Like I'm not, like if you knew me like this morning, you'd be like, oh my God, there's Andrea or whatever. And then you're like, God, she's like kind of like bitchy and negative and whatever.
You're not at all
because I totally feel like I am. Like,
no, you're not. And we know. I mean, that's what group is about too. You can share your victories and vent it, or bitch if you need to. Like we're here for each other.
Because most mornings I feel just fine. I'm just doing my thing and whatever. It's just, then it just comes over that hump in the afternoon and I'm all here. So I just want to.
Yeah, there's going to be a time next week.
I want to make it all the way through the day, all day.
Somebody else is feeling crappy. So
yeah,
it's okay, Andrea. You're fine, and you're not being weird in the evening at all. Don't.
Okay. Woo.
Getting tired. Well,
yeah, I'm going to bed at like 7 or something here. No, not 7. It's already 7:30, so I missed my.
But that just means your body is working and doing something, and
it really is. It wants to switch. It's just fighting it.
Or even, and maybe it doesn't want to switch, and right now it's just trying to get all the toxins from smoking and everything else out of you. Like maybe it's got a lot that it has to do. We don't know. Like, I don't know.
Right.
But if you're that tired, I'm thinking that there's a lot going. I would be seeing it as, okay, my body needs rest and I'm going to honor it. Like something's going on. My body's working harder than what I think it should be or would be doing. But You know what I mean? It's like when a baby's tired, you just honor it. Your baby's tired.
And I
Right.
am exercising too. It's just weird, yeah.
And you're not over exercising, right? You're real. You can talk.
No,
Talk when you're working
yes,
out.
I'm not over exercising.
There was a lady that was having problems, and she was doing Bikram yoga and quit
Oh,
doing.
that's really not, no, I'm not doing
Yeah.
Bikram.
Okay.
I
Oops.
haven't done Bikram in a while. That's really hard,
All right.
actually.
The other thing I wanted to ask
I'm
you,
just walking on a treadmill.
what about salsa? Are you eating tomatoes and?
I have this one salsa that's mostly just peppers and I did put it in something, but I haven't been having any for like the past week.
All right, I just want to make sure because tomatoes, even just
I
the
know.
tiniest bit, could do it. And you took all your lemons out. You took,
Cucumber?
yeah, cucumber.
Oh, we have to take cucumber out?
If you're not switching, it could be the cucumber. It could be.
All right. Well, I didn't have any cucumber in this alkagizer. I didn't have it for the past 2 days. So.
I tasted, I had a cucumber because I wanted to see if it tasted sweet to me the other day, and Jet loves just cut up cucumber.
Yeah.
So I just ate one, and it was just like not quite sweet. So I thought, okay, keep an eye on the cucumber because that, might be something. Because it's whatever your body thinks like, ooh, I'm going to grab sugar out of this versus out of your body. And so, yeah, there's little things like that. Like I want to start making my alkagizer spicier. Like I'm going to add more jalapenos in it because I find that I if I am craving stuff, I want an extra kick in the taste is what I'm missing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so I think the jalapeno and the cilantro will help with that. But maybe for you it is cucumber. Maybe you're just more sensitive to all those vegetables because you used to eat all those vegetables. For me, like all of these vegetables are like so new to me that my body's probably like, sweet, I get to eat like yummy, good, healthy stuff. And you're kind of like, yeah, I've already been doing this for years. I'm just now compacting it. But maybe that
I have been.
Maybe the cucumber and the tomato to your taste buds and your body are the sweet things. They're your bananas right now. They're your mangoes and strawberries right now. They're whatever.
And honestly, if that cardamom cinnamon tea tastes like a sweet treat at the end, I would take that out. If it tastes sweet to you, I would not be eating it.
Okay.
Some people are just super, super, super sensitive.
See, it tastes sweet to me, but I only have it when I'm on call. It truly is my treat. So I haven't had it. I haven't been on a call in 2 weeks. I've been on call, but I haven't been out on a call. So I haven't had it. So it'd be interesting if I were to have it, what it would do to my ketosis. But I don't know.
Everybody is different too. I mean, you might be able to perfectly handle it, and Andrea might not be able to at all. I mean,
it's
some
like
people can.
Milk and,
some people can do the coconut milk. Some people can do, green peppers. Like you're not eating any colored vegetables at all, right, Andy? They're all just green.
I had red onions.
That's fine. The onions are fine. I'm wondering if caramelizing onions, though, might make them too sweet. I would try and just double check every kind of tea that you're drinking. That cardamom, if it tastes that sweet, I would take that out.
I only have spearmint or peppermint and chamomile, and then I was having the cinnamon tea.
And just double check the ingredients because I just double checked mine and found the lemongrass, which should be okay.
No, it says cinnamon and cardamom. That's what it says.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on there.
I would take out the cucumber. And tomatoes.
Any salsa, any tomatoes. And a lot of spices have, I'm sure you're checking it, but there's a lot of spices that you think are fine, and they have a bunch of crap in them.
Right.
I don't know. Just trying to.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just, the thing that works, I think that's going to work best for me is just to go with what I know. Just the bare minimum.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and then also some peppers, like some red peppers. So if you stick with the green, like jalapeno, and ones that don't even turn red at all.
Yeah, I'm not even really doing many peppers. I've just, not even a bell pepper, a green bell pepper?
If they're pretty sweet, so I would probably take that out.
A green bell pepper is? Okay.
If you're not switching, you might want to take the green bell pepper out.
Okay.
And
maybe just stick with the green leafy vegetables. Maybe just really strict down, take out the cucumber, the tomato, do it with the green leafy vegetables just for a few days and see if maybe that pops you out. And then maybe once you switch, you can be like, okay, well, what can I add back in? And then you can add in a green pepper. Yeah.
Maybe trying to eat some olives too, because that's good fat. Like he says, and then check that facts. Go check out that facts. It's just like 15 minutes.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
There's a lot of stuff. It's really good. So go do that.
Okay.
We're at 8:30 right now. Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Love you guys.
Have an awesome weekend. Proud of you guys. Good job, Andy. Good job, Andrea. You both, I just want to tell you really quick, you both look radiant. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I was going to say you guys do. Both of you guys.
Yeah, Melanie, I thought so too. I thought our whole group tonight was glowing. I love it.
Really, really beautiful. And Andrea, I totally see both of you. I see your faces just look amazing. Like I see so much difference here. Tons.
Andrea, you have to do your measurements. You have to do your measurements.
Okay.
Measurements, Andrea. Yeah.
I love you.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
girls. Bye.